Hello, Batty Bats. I wanted to try and play a game that is very special to me. I played it when I was like in my early teen years, and it is Ebe, a horror RPG. And it's really great story set around an art museum and another world created by the famous artist Garetana, if I'm saying it correctly. So, fun fact about this is my third time trying to record this. Third time's the charm, I suppose, because my footage was wonky playing the full screen mode, so thankfully downloading this game, it gave me the windowed version. So here I go again, replaying the game, and I got pretty far. Over 2 hours worth of gameplay just went down the drain. So in the early afternoon under a gray sky, Eve and her parents were on their way to an art gallery. Did you remember everything, Eve? Oh, do you have your handkerchief? You know, the one you got for your birthday. Keep it safe in your pocket, okay? Don't lose it. Okay, so the font is better here in this version because it's smaller. Having it stretched out made it very hard to read. Well, we're here. This is your first time in an art gallery, right, Eve? We're here today to see an exhibition of works by an artist named Garetana. And they don't just have paintings, but also sculptures and all kinds of other creations. I don't doubt that even you'll enjoy it, Eve. Should we get to the reception desk? Ah, yes. Let's get some pamphlets as well. You want to go on ahead? Really, Eve? Oh, alright. Just make sure you're quiet in the gallery, okay? Don't make a ruckus. Not that there's any need to worry about you, I suppose. Don't cause the other visitors any trouble now. Okay, so we are Eve, and Eve is like, I'd probably say like ranging 8 to 10 years old. She's quite young, and she's pretty silent, not a social. It's nice and bright outside. So what I love about this game is exploring. I get to talk to everybody and read all the paintings, so that's what I'll do. My third time doing this, and I had like so much commentary and things that I wanted to say, so I have to remember what it was that I wanted to share with you all. But yeah, maybe I should take a break. Yeah, here you get in trouble with your mom. Hey, Eve, you know you shouldn't go back there. Yeah. The dad is talking with the receptionist. Here are the pamphlets. Yep. Yeah, that's just controls. Alright, let's explore the gallery, starting with the first floor. I wanted so badly to see this piece with my own eyes. It's completely different from seeing it in a book. The atmosphere is just like, you know? She's so enthralled. So this is the one they put in all the magazine ads. He's so speechless, he can't even say anything. Eek! I feel like it's sucking me in. Yep, staring into the abyss. That one's big old display. That's one big old display, she said. The old woman. Man, if I saw this thing for real, I'd probably pee myself in a lie. Legit same. Like, I'm creeped out by giant squids because they said their eyeball's like the size of a soccer ball, which I'm picturing, and yeah, I don't want to ever see that in my life. Like peering down deep into the sea from the surface. And here's the inscription. Blank of the deep, we know it as abyss. A world where man will never... Yeah, this stand. This is still hard to read. To blank that world, I decided that I would blank it within the canvas. You don't know some of the words. Yeah, Eve is quite young, so she won't know some of these words. Fun fact about this game, I recently discovered through trying to download this version. It's getting remastered, and it's available on Steam, like the page for you to view. It'll release sometime this year. They're working on the Japanese version, and then the English version will come out. And I'm so excited to see how it was remastered. I hope the font was changed. That way it's easier to read. Breathtaking. Like Keanu Reeves. Breathtaking. A well-meaning blank. Welcome to the world of Garetana. We truly thank you for blank today. We're currently holding a blank for the great artist Garetana. We hope you deeply enjoy the art of the late Cortana, whose creations carry such mystery and beauty both. Alright, now we can continue to explore. Let's look at some of the paintings. Blank at Water's Edge. What does this guy say? Man, the great Cortana does not disappoint. The more I look, the deeper I see it is. Glass of blank. And that's our inventory. She carries her treasured handkerchief given to her by her mother. Blank spirit. I love this music. Oh my, so beautiful. Blank. This game made me want to explore art museums. Sadly, I've only been to one in my life. Not sure if I went in elementary school or middle school. It's always the same one where I used to live that we would pay a visit to. Now, fun fact too, the blank of blank and stars. I actually had some of my own works displayed in an art museum in the 6th grade. A truly marvelous painting. Wonder how it might have been painted. My art teacher knew I was passionate about art and drawing, and she would always like stop me and like ask me more about my interests. She handpicked me to get my work submitted to the gallery, and it was up for a week. Sadly though, I never got to see that in person because for some reason I wasn't taken to the art museum, and I never got to retrieve my works either. I remember it was a bunch of still lifes, and it must have been some other things, but that was truly something I enjoyed doing. I enjoyed doing graphite still lifes. So I'm not sure if they throw that stuff away or they archive it somehow, but that's what makes me sad about that. The coughing, man. Pay attention to this rose here. Very important. Boy, it looks like the slightest jolt can make that stalk part snap into a million pieces. If that happened, I wonder how much I'd have to pay. Oh geez, that's scary. It's a cheapskate. Cheapskate. Blank of spirit. Beautiful at a glance, but if you get too close, it will blank pain. It can only bloom blank bodies. You don't know some of the words. Yep. Now, I've done both responses for this kid. It's funny. I don't want to pick up those petals. I'll just rather get mad. You're boring. I mean, it's beautiful. I would love to have a giant rose like that too. Okay. I think we did this whole first floor. Yes. Now we can move on to the second floor. Okay, look out this window. It's nice and bright outside. There's Gary. Gary's the one with the blue jacket and purple hair. One of my favorite characters, and we'll see him later on. Blank. He's looking at the hanged man. Blank towers. You don't know this word. Yep. Worry. Alright, I talked about this like twice already, but here we go. Death of the individual. In my opinion, what Katana is saying here is that the individual lies in one's expression, which is why these figures don't have heads, see? Don't you think so? I have a different interpretation. Oof, as I thought, a girl like you wouldn't understand, not at your age, sorry. I don't know, death of the individual. Since they're all mannequins and they're pretty much uniform, the only differentiation they have is through the color, the primary colors. I would say that that's probably what it's talking about. Everyone wants to look the same. Very subtle differences. So I just have, like, I could go on about that type of subject, but that's my interpretation of it. His interpretation is unique too. Missing head, lacking one's expression, the death of the individual. Not that either one is incorrect or just correct, but it's unique. Reserved seat. I always look at this couch or whatever it is, and it looks like candy canes are wrapped around it. It's kind of funny. What a strange sofa. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I'd like to sit on it, but I guess I can't. Oh, that's hilarious. Blank on table. Pretty sure it says spoon on table. Here is the painting. Blank world. Ah, did you notice a shift there? Ooh, spooky. Everything got quiet. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, we'll just head on to the first floor. You'll notice everything's quiet. Where did the people go? This is the funny part about trying to re-record footage multiple times. I'm like trying to remember everything that I wanted to mention. No one's around. So we hear footsteps. And you'll notice that things start to come to life. This one's different. Wasn't it a kitty before? The sky seen from a hill. Yeah, I believe. Did I forget to talk to the woman? Selfless guard. I think I forgot to talk to someone who had a daughter. Yeah, you see the coughing, man. I think I forgot to talk to the daughter who was excited about the kitty painting, and the mother was apologizing if her daughter was a nuisance. I thought I got everyone, though. That's really strange. Okay, we can use the quill pen and notebook. As you can see, I already had files. It's really frustrating, but I'm starting over. If anything, it's probably good that I'm persistent. I'm waiting for... maybe I forgot to prompt it. Doesn't look like it's locked, but it won't open. Yep. That scared me the first time. And I love this game so much. It's been years since I played this game. Looks like someone was banging on this. So, when I first began my playthrough recently, like I tried this a couple days ago, I played today for over 2 hours, and then the footage got messed up. I only remembered very small things. And then I had to like relearn how to play this game. So it was very fun to figure the puzzles out again. Now it's like, I'm just going to try to speed run through all the puzzles once it starts. Okay. So we see blue paint leaking. There's a blue liquid leaking from behind the frame. It tells her, come, Ebe. Let's read the inscription. Come down below, Ebe. I'll show you someplace secret. Okay. Let's head on down to the first floor. I'm really hoping that the recording this time is smooth and that there's no problems. I even minimized myself so I wouldn't cover any crucial parts of the game. Okay. So I've said this a bunch of times, that I felt like, observing this now that I'm older, I felt like it was color-coded for Ebe, and Gary is blue. I have to go this way anyway. Okay. Alright, so it's telling her to come. There's a rose sitting in a vase. Take the rose, yep. Obtain the red rose. As you can see, the red rose is our life force in this game, which I love so much. Here you can see pretty red rose. Seems too beautiful to be real. Okay, now we can move this table. Okay. Here we got a creepy painting. When the rose blinks, so too will you blink. There's something on the ground. We obtained the blue key. Creepy Cheshire smile from this girl painting. It's calling Ebe a thief. So we're in another dimension, as you can tell. Everything is alive. The blank fish. You don't know this word. Alright, let's save. We use the key. So you can tell paintings of different insects on the wall. And this says Prologue. Chapter 1. Chapter 2. And you guessed it, last chapter. Here we have to figure out what to do to cross over. It took me a while to figure this out because I had to learn something about this game, relearn something about this game. Beware the edges. And I'll get to that when I do. Okay, now sometimes it's difficult for me to center my character. So I will struggle with that from time to time. Alright, a painting of an ant. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. You have to like prompt something multiple times. See? Second time. Alright, it looks like it can be taken off the wall. Let's remove it. Alright, this is what we need. Alright, we'll save. Let's head back to that crossing. Go up here. Now we can use the painting. Yep, we're gonna lay it down. We killed the ant. Let me read this painting. This is the epilogue. And here we have the mannequin. You're gonna start to see what happens with these things. Yep, we got the green key. Alright. Run, Eve, run, run, run. Let's keep on going. So they fell through. Alright. It's kind of funny too, because when I was playing it earlier today, I wrote down the codes that I needed because you had to do some math for some of the puzzles here. There's a fish-shaped hole in the wall, so we need to gather the pieces. Alright, I hope that I can find this figure. The last time he hid in a different place, and my second playthrough he was down here. I don't know if it changes all the time, but my very first playthrough of this a couple days ago was so bad. I got hit with everything. Play hide and seek, yep. Okay, let me check you down here. Please be in the same place. Like, I don't know if you change. Yay! Yay! I did it the first try. Found me, you get prize. Okay, obviously that prize is part of the fish puzzle, or key. We have the fish head. And this painting is a chef's talent. Alright, let's go on back to the other room. Okay, this part here is crucial. There's a crack in the floor that can easily trip you up. Okay, that comes to play right here. Just stand real close to it. Okay. We have the fish tail. You combine the wooden fish head with the wooden fish tail, and we have the completed fish key. Alright. That's yellow paint leaking. A paint of a red rose. A painting of a red rose. Okay. Did want to reread the boxes again for you. It tells you that there's lots of dirty palettes. This is empty. Alright, we can move on ahead. Insert the key. Yep. This game was just like so wonderful. One thing I said before that I'll say again here is that I was so obsessed with this game and like its unique world and the lovable characters, especially Gary and Ebe. I used to read doujinshis that were made by people, very talented artists. I would even watch audio dramas with amazing voice actors that would create their own animations of this game and explore more of the story. And I wish more was done with this IP. I really wish that Eve became an anime of its own, or if it had a manga series, it would have been so awesome. Like, it's still very much loved, and it still has a fan base after all these years. Okay, so a totally white painting. But as you can see, there's a little red speck, which I noticed in my second playthrough, and it took me a while to figure out that I had to prompt this one again. Looking closer, there's actually a small number in the center. 9. Okay, I did do the math on a card, so I have my answer, but I will figure out the pieces as if I was doing it again. Just when you've forgotten, that's a newspaper. Here's an inscription. Beware of lips. I was really dumb in my second playthrough. No, my first playthrough, I just wanted to mess with it, and it causes you harm if you're going near the lips. They will bite you. Don't step on the spit either. That also harms you for some reason. It's almost like their spit is acidic or something. Okay, let's prompt this doll. Okay. There's a doll on the ground. The doll's clothes have a small number of them. We get the number 18. And notice that they're color-coded. The liar's room. It's funny, in my second playthrough, I finally figured this out. My first playthrough was so bad. So here they all say different things, and you have to figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth, and there's only one truth speaker. Stand in front of the statue, go west 3 steps, then south 1 step. That's the answer. Stand in front of the statue, go east 4 steps, then north 2 steps. That's the answer. The one in white speaks the truth. The only truth speaker wears green. Stand in front of the statue, go east 2 steps and south 2 steps. That's the answer. I agree with the one in yellow. So notice that they're all making very big claims. So through process of elimination, you can kind of figure it out. It took me trial and error just to figure out that the correct one is the one wearing the brown clothing, or if that's a dress. I think it's brown clothing. So they say to go east 4, north 2. All right, east 4, north 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There's a loose tile at your feet. We're gonna pull it up. We got a number on the back of the towel, and it's 4, color-coded in purple. Here, the statue says there's an odd one out, talking about the truth speaker. Now, notice what the paintings did. They murdered the only truth speaker. It's dripping with red paint, which is the equivalent of their blood. Liar. They're all the ones that are all liars. Liar. They all say the same thing. They are evil. Very interesting. This game is just full of like really, really cool, creepy moments, and the soundtrack is incredible. One of my favorite ones is Corelli La Folia, whether it's violin or viola, not sure, but it's a beautiful soundtrack. And I love Gary's theme, of course, the guitar, the acoustic guitar. I think the song is called Prelude in C minor. I remember buying that years ago. There's a password on the door. So with the numbers that we received throughout this puzzle, you have to multiply the green-red number and add the purple. So the total is 166, which is 18 times 9 plus 4. Okay, there was a sound. All right, we can go through. Here we take the wooden apple from the tree sculpture. Here you can read, apple born of a tree. All right. Okay, so here we can feed this mouth. Hungry, give food. That food, give to me. Yep, we will give the wooden apple. Place the wooden apple in the mouth. This tasty. I let you pass now. Go through my mouth. Weird. All right. So we got some foreboding paintings here. Yep. Could pass through. All right, this is the cool part. You saw that weird figure? Super fast, Sonic running. Breath. Okay. All right. Always save when you have a chance. Can never be too safe, you know? Better to be safe than sorry. All right, shut. Something pattern. And this one says open. Okay. Heart wounds. Alright, I forgot to mention when I was back in the art gallery, but these paintings, these ladies, the women of this game, you gotta watch out for them. And you'll see why. Smoking blank. I'm pretty sure it says smoking, man. Heartbeat. Alright, let's go on and trigger this. The lady in red. Alright, just wait for her to go away. Okay, I need you to go on down here because you're in my way. I need to get the key. Yep, there's something on the ground. We got the red key. Let's get out of here. Here we got books. The girls in the canvas. The women here quickly become fond of any humans they see. Once they get their sights, they become quite blank. They'll continue to blank, chase you until they're satisfied. It seems anywhere, everywhere, to the ends of the earth. But if they have one weakness, it's that they can't open doors on their own. You don't know some of the words. Yep. Okay. I already went through that. Accidentally. Prompt that again. Okay. Cortana. It's filled with various drawings by Cortana. Wish we could see that. There's a scrap of paper between two books. Having fun. Art galleries of the world is filled with pictures of galleries. Moving storybook, written and drawn by blank. Carrie Careless and the Gillette Desroys, or Gillette Desroys. It's a storybook drawn in crayon. Let's read it. You turn the pages. This one's fun. It's twisted. Totally forgot about this. Carrie Careless and the Gillette Desroys, or Gillette Desroys. I'm not sure how you say that. Happy birthday. Thanks, guys. For your special day, we made a Gillette Desroys. What's that? There's a coin in this pie. And if you eat the slice with the coin in it, then you'll be a happy person. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Okay, let's divide it up. Now pick the slice you want. Let's eat. Nom munch. Ah, what is it? I think I just swallowed something hard. Oh, Carrie, it must have been the coin. What do I do? It's fine, the coin's small. Well, I'll clean this up now. What's wrong, Mom? Have you seen the key to the study? To the study? It's always right here on this table. Huh? It's a coin. The coin that should have been put in the pie. Could it be that? Where could it have gone? Oh, my dear will be so upset. What do I do? Looks like I was just as careless as Carrie. I found the key. I'll open the door now. Yeah, that was just fun story there. There was a sound, so obviously it opened the door for me. So here we go. Here we go. All right, let's save. All right, eternal blessing. Here we can replenish our rose and get a full 5 petals, which is just beautiful. Here's my boy Gary. Okay, before we get to Gary, blank art. You don't know this word. All right. He's holding tightly onto a key. We gotta take the key. All right, let's help Gary. Okay. You and the rose are blank. You must know the weight life carries. You don't know this word. So yeah, these are the same writings that were in the art museum about the rose and its significance. So here, as you can see, you see blue petals. There are blue petals on the ground. There's blood on the floor. So Gary also has a rose of his own, colored blue. The lady in blue. So the lady in blue attacked him, and he's hurt. The window. Yep. Okay, the lady in blue is munching on his rose. Okay, I'm so dumb because my second playthrough, the first time I forgot about this and it scared me. Okay, so here we gather a rose with hardly any petals. Okay, we have Gary's rose. A stool. Blank undercloth. You don't know. Yep. Alright, let's get on out of here. And let's replenish Gary's rose. Okay, let's save. Made the mistake the last time, not saving. Let's help Gary. What's this? The paint's gone. Eek! What is it now? There's nothing left for you to take, I tell you. Wait, dear me, could you be a person from the gallery? So you are. Oh, thank heavens. There's someone here besides me. I love Gary. He's like really sweet and kind, but he's kind of like cowardly. But he becomes brave later on. So I see. Then you wouldn't have any clue as to the how or why all of this either. Wait. So I see. Then you wouldn't have any clue as to the how or why of all this either. I believe my situation was just the much... I'm reading everything backwards. I believe my situation was much the same as yours, from the sound of things. Even down to these roses, wounds appear on me when my rose loses its petals. I thought I was a goner there. Thank you for getting it back. Now, first things first, we had better find a way out. I think I'll go mad if I stay in this dreadful place for too long. I still haven't asked your name. My, that was rude of me. Well, my name's Gary, and you are? Ebe. Ebe, you say? I can't very well leave a girl to wander into danger. No, no. So I'll go with you, okay? Now, let's go, Ebe. Eek! He's always cowardly. I was just a bit startled, really. That's all it was. Anyway, let's keep going and watch out for such bizarre things as that. Yeah, he's quite a character. Its tongue keeps wiggling. Yup. Alright. A headless statue. What a lousy place for this thing. Step back a tad, would you, Ebe? And heave. Ta-da! Now we can proceed. Alright, let's go. Alright. Grieving bride's left hand. Grieving bride's right hand. Grieving bride. Grieving groom. Alright. Let's save. Painting of coffee and cake. Ugh, that sounds really good right now. Like, I would love to have coffee and cake. Especially coffee cake. Okay. Labyrinth. Yeah, this is the puzzle that took me a few tries to get right because I kept messing up. So it says, check directly south from the red paint. I did that for the paint. For each one that you see here. Yeah, you can get trapped here if you don't pay attention. So it's here, but yeah, I'll do it. No, not here. It's the other one. Never mind. This one says, do you like mazes? I do if they're fun, you know what I mean? But alright, there's a switch on the wall. Yes, we're gonna hit that switch. Something happened outside. Let's go ahead and read this quickly before they block me in. There's a trick to solving mazes. Hug the right-hand side and you'll reach the end eventually. It's a really good trick that I recently learned from Game Theory, actually, when they were talking about the back rooms. Not a bad trick, but that doesn't help the ceiling being far too low for comfort. Not to mention these weird things loitering around. Gives me the creeps. Be careful not to get trapped between them, okay, Ebe? Yeah, that's what happened to me way too many times, and I had to, like, try this 2 or 3 times. Alright, so we completed that. Let me save so I don't have to do that again. Alright, here we got different unique sculptures. Wine sofa, a giant wine glass cut diagonally with a red cushion inside. That doesn't look like very comfortable sitting. Nope, that's a backbreaker. Melancholy. You don't know this word. Melancholy, huh? Well, really, who wouldn't be in this place? Puzzle. A skeleton paint in all kinds of colors. These aren't real bones, okay, Ebe? Feeling. A tree sculpture that vaguely resembles a person. You gotta be pretty clever to come up with this stuff. Yeah, I love topiary, and that comes from Edward Scissorhands, one of my favorite movies. I mean, Tim Burton just comes up with, like, the coolest ideas. Why do I keep pressing this? My goodness, stop. Okay. Alright. Let's go one up ahead. Alright. This is probably gonna take me a few tries, and I forgot how I did it. You have to be very strategic about how you move things. Okay, since it's not in my way... Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna mess with this for a bit until I figure out the right setup here. Okay, I did it. There's something on the chair. Obtained the eye drops. Alright. Okay. Painting with some scenery. There's a hole in the snake's eye. A painting of some large ice. Painting of a girl. So you can see we got some pink eye going on. The congested eye is looking your way. There's eye drops. Apply the eye drops to the eye. The congestion was cured. Okay, it's looking at a certain direction. The eye you gave the eye drops to is staring intently at the wall.